Ladies and gentlemen, many people don't realize it, but there is immense power in the words we speak, especially the ones we speak over our own lives. Words carry weight. What you repeatedly tell yourself begins to shape how you see the world and your place in it. If you constantly declare failure, you'll begin to live in that failure. But if you speak words of strength and success, you give yourself the chance to rise above any situation. You need to understand, words aren't just meaningless sounds, they're energy. They're building blocks. Every phrase, even the casual ones, can either shape your reality or limit it. From the beginning of time, words have had the power to bring things into existence. Whether you look at that through a spiritual or practical lens, the truth remains the same. Your words have the power to build or to break. Too often we speak carelessly. We say things like, "I can't do it," or "this will never work," or "that's just the way things are." And every time we do, we're reinforcing a belief system that keeps us stuck. We create an atmosphere where that negativity grows stronger. When you constantly speak of limitations, you're laying the foundation for a life defined by limits. And over time, you end up walking a path you didn't want when you paved yourself brick by brick with your own words. When you start speaking powerful, uplifting words, words of confidence and victory, you're paving a completely different path for yourself. The moment you wake up and declare, "I am capable," something shifts. Your mindset begins to align with that truth. Your thoughts change, your actions change, and soon your life begins to follow that new direction. Words are like seeds. Every time you speak, you're planting something. And just like seeds, they take root and grow. The question is, what are you growing? Are you planting fear, self-doubt, and limitation? Or are you planting hope, courage, and possibility? When you begin to speak life over yourself, when you affirm your ability and your purpose, you shift your energy. And that shift sets everything else in motion. People often wait for things around them to get better before they speak positively. But that's backward. It's the words that change the circumstances, not the other way around. Speaking belief. Before you see results, that's what real faith is. Too often we unconsciously curse our own lives by the things we say. We criticize ourselves, point out our flaws, question our worth, and express defeat. But when we do that, we're actually building a prison around ourselves, a belief system that limits our future. Saying things like, "I'll never make it," or "I'm not good enough," doesn't just reflect self-doubt, it cements it. You're giving that negativity permission to grow, and before long it becomes the lens through which you see your entire life. But imagine if you flip the script. Imagine speaking blessing instead of doubt. Instead of reinforcing fear, you start reinforcing belief. Belief in your growth, in your potential, in what's possible. Phrases like "I'm strong," "I'm worthy," or "I have what it takes" aren't just empty affirmations, they're declarations. They activate something in you. They open up new possibilities and allow you to recognize doors that were always there, but you were too busy focusing on the lack to see them. It all starts with intentional language. Talk about what you're building, not what's broken. Focus on the gifts you have, not what you think you lack. When you start blessing your life with your words, your mindset shifts. And when your mind changes, everything changes. You begin to attract opportunities, new ideas, meaningful relationships, because now you're speaking from a place of belief, not desperation. Over time, positive self-talk becomes your new normal. That voice in your head that used to whisper doubt gets quieter, and the one that speaks courage gets louder. Challenges no longer feel like roadblocks, they become stepping stones. You begin to believe you're equipped to handle what comes your way because you've already spoken strength into yourself. But it goes deeper than just motivation. It's about recognizing your value. Far too many people live their whole lives waiting for someone else to tell them they matter. They look for someone to validate their worth. But here's the truth. Your value doesn't come from anyone else. It comes from within. You don't need someone to approve of your dreams. You don't need to wait to be chosen or promoted or applauded. You have to choose yourself. We live in a world where it's easy to feel like you're falling behind. You scroll through social media and wonder if you're enough, if you measure up. But that's not where your worth comes from. It's not about followers, status, or income. Your worth is inherent. You had it the moment you were born. Every day you have to wake up and affirm that. Remind yourself you're valuable. Speak to yourself with the same love and belief you wish others would give you. And when you do that, when you affirm your value consistently, you stop chasing things that don't serve you. You stop tolerating disrespect. You raise your standards. You attract better because you expect better. And it all starts with the words you choose to speak to yourself. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission to be great. Greatness isn't something others hand you. It's something you claim. Don't let fear, doubt, or silence keep you stuck. Speak life, speak purpose, speak power. Because once you believe in yourself and act on that belief, there's nothing that can stop you. How many times have you had a powerful idea or a dream for your life, but chose not to act because you felt unprepared or you were waiting for someone to tell you it was okay to begin? The truth is, if you spend your life waiting for permission, waiting for approval, validation, or the perfect moment, you'll miss opportunities that were meant for you. Not everyone will see your vision, and that's okay. It's not their job to believe it's yours. Success doesn't come from waiting until everything lines up. It comes from stepping forward with boldness even when you're not fully ready. The courage to act in uncertainty is what separates the dreamers from the doers. Giving yourself permission to start is one of the most powerful decisions you can make. It means you stop letting others define your path and instead claim the right to shape your own destiny. Once you stop asking for permission, you start moving with confidence. You embrace the process knowing that growth happens along the way, not before. You make mistakes, you learn, and you evolve. But none of that happens unless you begin. Don't let the world box you in. Don't wait for someone else to give you the green light. You are the green light. When you give yourself permission to try to fail to rise, that's when life opens up. That's when the magic begins. The words you speak over your life are powerful. They're not just sounds, they're signals, messages to your mind and the world about who you are and what you believe. Every statement you make about your abilities and your future builds a framework that your actions will follow. When you speak doubt, your actions retreat. When you speak faith, your actions move forward. If you tell yourself, "I can't," you begin to live like it. You shrink from challenges, you pass on chances, you limit your potential. But when you speak of strength and confidence, when you say, "I am ready, I have what it takes," you begin to step into that reality. Your mindset shifts. You stop seeing problems and start seeing possibilities. Words are like seeds, they take root and grow. The question is, what are you planting? Speak life over yourself. Speak your goals into existence. You don't have to wait until success arrives to talk like a success. You have to talk like it now so that you can become it. Words shape energy. They create momentum, and that momentum attracts people, ideas, and opportunities that align with the energy you've projected. Your words set the tone for how you experience life and how life responds to you. Affirmations are more than positive quotes. They're mental training. They are your shield during hard times and your engine during slow seasons. When you say, "I am capable," you're not ignoring reality. You're building resilience. You're declaring your worth, your strength, your future. In the darkest moments, it's your internal voice that will carry you through. So make sure it's a voice of power, not fear. A voice of purpose, not doubt, guiding you through the storm and reminding you of your own power when you need it most. The beauty of affirmations is that they can be both proactive and reactive. Proactively, you can use them to strengthen yourself before the challenges come. You can wake up every morning and say, I am capable, I am worthy, I am prepared. Those words will sink in preparing you for whatever the day may bring. Then when life throws you a curveball, you're already in a position of strength because you've been speaking resilience into your life day after day. Reactively, affirmations become a lifeline when you're in the middle of hardship, when everything feels like it's falling apart, when you're tempted to give up. That's when you speak louder, I am resilient. I can overcome this. You take those affirmations and turn them into a mantra. In doing so, you train your mind to focus on solutions rather than problems, on what's possible instead of what's lost. Resilience isn't just about toughness, it's about flexibility. It's about bending but not breaking. And affirmations help you maintain that balance. By constantly reinforcing your inner strength, you become more adaptable to life's challenges. Even if you don't have control over the situation, you always have control over your response. You can choose to affirm that you're going to find a way through no matter what. When life tests you, affirmations keep you centered. They remind you that no situation is permanent and that your power lies in how you respond. Over time, this builds a deep sense of confidence, not just in the good times, but in the hard times as well. You begin to trust yourself more, knowing that you can handle whatever comes your way. And that's the essence of resilience, the unwavering belief that no matter how many times you fall, you have the strength to rise again. By continually affirming your strength, perseverance, and ability to grow, you build the emotional and mental fortitude necessary to thrive, not just survive. You shift your mindset from one of endurance to one of empowerment. You're not just getting through difficulties, you're growing through them. You're coming out the other side, not only intact, but stronger, wiser, and more self-assured, because you've affirmed throughout the journey that you are capable of not just surviving, but thriving. Faith in words is about understanding that what you say has a profound impact on your life. It's not just about saying positive things for the sake of it. It's about truly believing in the power of your words to shape your reality. Words are more than mere expressions. They're powerful forces that can influence your actions, shape your mindset, and ultimately dictate your outcomes. When you speak with faith, you're not just hoping for the best. You're embedding that hope into the fabric of your daily life. Each word carries an intention. And when you speak with conviction, you're setting the stage for those intentions to manifest. It's about aligning your language with your vision for your life and trusting that this alignment will bring about change. For example, when you declare, I will succeed, you're not merely making a statement, you're planting a seed of possibility. This affirmation influences your thoughts, guiding them towards solutions and opportunities rather than obstacles and failures. Your belief in your word starts to affect your actions. You approach challenges with a mindset that success is not just possible, but inevitable. You become more proactive, more resilient, and more focused on achieving your goals because you've already spoken success into your existence. Faith in words also means embracing the idea that the act of speaking positively is not just about influencing others, but about influencing yourself. When you consistently use affirmations and positive language, you reinforce a mindset that can overcome adversity. This doesn't mean you ignore reality or pretend everything is perfect. Rather, it means you choose to focus on the potential for growth and success rather than the barriers and limitations. The real magic happens when you combine faith in your words with action. Believing in the power of your words doesn't mean that things will simply fall into place without effort. It means that your words give you a framework to work within. They guide your actions and decisions, making it easier for you to move in the direction of your goals. When you have faith in your words, you're more likely to take the necessary steps to make those words a reality because you believe in their power to shape your path. Moreover, faith in words extends to how you talk about others and how you talk about the world. When you speak positively about people and situations, you're creating a ripple effect. Your language can uplift, motivate, and inspire those around you. This doesn't just make a difference in their lives, It enhances your own. By spreading positivity and encouragement, you foster an environment where positive outcomes are more likely to occur. It's important to remember that faith in words also involves patience and persistence. The effects of your language might not be immediately visible, but that doesn't mean they aren't working. Building faith in your words is a gradual process. It's about trusting that your positive affirmations and beliefs are setting things into motion, even if you can't see the result right away. The core of faith in words lies in the belief that you have the power to influence your destiny through the way you speak. Your words are not just reflections of your thoughts, but are instrumental in shaping those thoughts into reality. When you truly believe that what you say matters, you start to speak with intention and purpose. Your words become a tool for creating the life you want rather than a reflection of the life you fear. In essence, having faith in your words means understanding that your language is a powerful ally in the journey towards your goals. It's about recognizing that each time you speak, you're casting a vote for the kind of life you want to live. When you align your words with your vision and believe in their power, you harness a force that can transform your reality. This faith empowers you to act with conviction, to pursue your dreams with confidence, and to shape a future that reflects the true potential of your spoken intentions. Doubt and fear are powerful emotions, and if left unchecked, they can paralyze you, holding you back from reaching your potential. Everyone faces them at some point, but the key is learning how to fight them, because if you don't, they will control your life. These emotions are often rooted in uncertainty and the unknown. But here's the truth: doubt and fear are only as strong as the power you give them. They thrive when you feed them, but they shrink when you confront them with determination and action. Doubt tends to creep in. When you're about to step out of your comfort zone, it whispers in your ear, "What if you fail?" or "What if you're not good enough?" It makes you question your abilities, your dreams, and your worth. But doubt isn't based on fact, it's based on fear of the unknown. It's an internal barrier you place between yourself and the life you want to live. The first step in fighting doubt is recognizing that it's a natural part of growth. Whenever you're on the edge of something new, something meaningful, doubt will try to talk you out of it. But the fact that it shows up means you're moving in the right direction. To fight doubt, you have to replace it with confidence. Confidence doesn't mean you have all the answers or that you won't make mistakes. Confidence means trusting yourself to figure things out as you go. It's about believing that no matter what happens, you have the resilience to keep moving forward. You build confidence by taking small steps, by proving to yourself that you can handle more than you think. With each step, doubt loses its grip because you're showing yourself what's possible. Fear, on the other hand, often shows up when you're facing the unknown or when you're about to do something that matters. Fear can be a loud voice in your head reminding you of all the ways things could go wrong. It amplifies your insecurities and magnifies the risk. But the thing about fear is that it's often an illusion. Most of the things we fear never actually happen. Fear is a product of your mind trying to protect you, but in doing so, it can keep you small. Fighting fear requires courage, not the absence of fear, but the decision to act in spite of it. It's about taking a leap even when you feel scared. About pushing forward when every part of you wants to hold back. Fear loses its power when you face it head on. The more you confront what scares you, the more you realize that you're capable of handling whatever comes your way. It's through action that you break free from fear's hold. One of the most effective ways to fight doubt and fear is to shift your focus. Instead of dwelling on what could go wrong, start focusing on what could go right. Instead of letting your mind get stuck on all the reasons you might fail, remind yourself of the reasons you're capable of succeeding. Your mind is powerful, it will believe whatever you feed it. So if you fill your thoughts with doubt and fear, that's what will grow. But if you replace those thoughts with faith and determination, you'll build a mindset that's ready to overcome obstacles. Doubt and fear also thrive in isolation. When you keep your dreams and struggles to yourself, it's easy to get lost in a spiral of negative thoughts. But when you reach out to others, when you share your fears, your doubts, and your challenges, you'll often find that you're not alone. Surrounding yourself with people who believe in you can help you push past the mental blocks that doubt and fear create. Sometimes all it takes is a word of encouragement from someone else to remind you of your strength. Another critical aspect of fighting doubt and fear is taking control of your inner dialogue. You have to be mindful of how you talk to yourself, because the words you use can either build you up or tear you down. When doubt creeps in, don't let it take root. Counter it with affirmations, with reminders of your capabilities and past successes. When fear arises, don't let it control your actions. Remind yourself that you've faced challenges before and you've come out stronger on the other side. Your inner dialogue is the battlefield where doubt and fear are either defeated or allowed to thrive. It's also important to recognize that doubt and fear don't completely disappear. They evolve as you grow. The fears you had years ago may no longer bother you, but new ones can arise as you reach for bigger goals. The key is to not let them stop you. Every time you fight through doubt and fear, you become stronger, more resilient, and more capable of taking on bigger challenges. You build a mental toughness that allows you to navigate uncertainty with confidence, knowing that you have what it takes to keep moving forward. Ultimately, fighting doubt and fear is about making a choice to believe in yourself, to push forward despite the uncertainty, and to trust that you're capable of more than you know. Every time you choose to fight, every time you take a step in the face of fear, you gain power over it. You begin to realize that the only thing standing between you and your goals isn't the doubt or the fear itself. It's whether or not you decide to keep moving forward despite it. Focusing on your destiny means directing your energy and efforts toward the vision you have for your life, the purpose that resonates with you at a deep level. It's about understanding that you have a unique path to follow and committing yourself to walk that path with intention and determination. This isn't just about setting goals. It's about aligning your actions, thoughts, and decisions with the greater vision of who you are meant to become. To focus on your destiny, you first need to gain clarity about what that destiny is. It's about digging deep within yourself to uncover what truly matters to you, what brings you joy, and what you feel passionate about. This involves introspection and self-discovery, asking yourself questions about your values, your interests, and your dreams. It's important to identify what your true calling is beyond societal expectations or external pressures. When you understand what drives you and what you are meant to achieve, you can start to align your daily life with that vision. Once you have a clear sense of your destiny, it's crucial to set purposeful goals that are aligned with that vision. These goals should not only be about achieving specific outcomes, but also about creating a path that leads you toward fulfilling your larger purpose. Your goals should reflect your deepest aspirations and should push you to grow and develop in ways that are meaningful to you. Every step you take should bring you closer to realizing your true potential and purpose. Staying focused on your destiny requires discipline and resilience. The journey will be filled with obstacles, distractions, and setbacks. There will be times when you may feel like giving up or when it seems easier to settle for less. However, keeping your eyes on your ultimate goal helps you stay motivated and persistent. It's about maintaining your commitment to your vision even when things get tough. And it involves cultivating a mindset that is both optimistic and determined. One of the biggest challenges in focusing on your destiny is avoiding the pitfalls of comparison and external validation. It's easy to get sidetracked by what others are doing or by seeking approval from people around you. But focusing on your destiny means staying true to your own path rather than measuring your success against others. It's about understanding that your journey is unique and that your value isn't determined by external factors or societal benchmarks. Moreover, focusing on your destiny means making conscious choices that reflect your vision. It involves prioritizing your time and energy toward activities and relationships that support your goals. It's about setting boundaries, saying no to distractions, and being intentional with how you spend your days. Every choice you make should be a step toward fulfilling your purpose, and every action should be aligned with your vision for your life. Another key aspect is maintaining a positive mindset. Believing in your destiny requires confidence in yourself and your abilities. It's about trusting that you have the skills, knowledge, and resilience to achieve your goals. Positive thinking helps you overcome challenges and setbacks with a constructive attitude. It encourages you to view obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than as insurmountable barriers. Additionally, focusing on your destiny involves continuous self-improvement. As you progress along your path, you'll learn more about yourself and your purpose. Embrace this learning process and be open to evolving your vision as needed. Personal growth is a crucial part of achieving your destiny, and it often requires you to step outside of your comfort zone and challenge yourself. Your environment also plays a role in focusing on your destiny. Surround yourself with people who support and uplift you, who believe in your vision, and who encourage you to stay true to your path. Positive influences can provide motivation and accountability, helping you to stay focused on your goals. Conversely, distance yourself from negative influences or those who undermine your confidence and distract you from your purpose. Ultimately, focusing on your destiny is about living intentionally and purposefully. It's about making choices that are in alignment with your deepest values and aspirations. It requires dedication, patience, and a willingness to persevere through difficulties. By keeping your focus on your destiny, you create a life that is not only fulfilling but also deeply aligned with who you truly are and what you are meant to achieve. This focus transforms challenges into stepping stones and ensures that every effort you make is moving you closer to realizing your true potential and purpose. Believing that the best is yet to come is about adopting an optimistic mindset that the future holds greater potential and opportunities than the present moment. It's a mindset that encourages you to look forward with hope and excitement rather than settling into complacency or dwelling on past disappointments. This belief is not just about wishful thinking. It's about a fundamental understanding that growth, progress, and improvement are ongoing processes. When you embrace the idea that the best is yet to come, you are essentially affirming that your current situation is not the final chapter of your story. You're acknowledging that there are always new possibilities, new experiences, and new achievements awaiting you. This perspective allows you to view challenges and setbacks not as dead ends, but as stepping stones toward greater success and fulfillment. One of the core aspects of believing that the best is yet to come is maintaining a forward-thinking attitude. Instead of focusing on what's lacking in your current life or getting bogged down by past failures, you shift your focus to what could be. This involves setting new goals, pursuing new passions, and being open to new opportunities. By doing so, you actively create a sense of anticipation and excitement for the future, which can drive you to take positive actions and make meaningful changes. This belief also encourages resilience and persistence. When you truly believe that better days are ahead, you're more likely to push through difficulties and keep moving forward despite obstacles. Knowing that the best is yet to come gives you the strength to persevere through tough times because you have a vision of a brighter future that keeps you motivated. It provides a sense of purpose and direction, helping you to overcome challenges with the confidence that your efforts will lead to something better. Additionally, the belief that the best is yet to come involves cultivating a sense of gratitude for the present while still holding on to hope for future growth. It's about appreciating what you have now, recognizing your current blessings and achievements, but also maintaining a vision of what's possible. This balance of gratitude and anticipation creates a positive mindset that can enhance your overall well-being and satisfaction with life. Believing that the best is yet to come also means being open to change and willing to embrace new experiences. It requires you to let go of limiting beliefs and be open to the idea that there are always new possibilities for growth and success. This openness allows you to explore new paths, take risks, and step out of your comfort zone, knowing that each new experience brings you closer to your best self and your fullest potential. Moreover, this belief can be a powerful tool for overcoming self-doubt and fear. When you are confident that the best is yet to come, you are less likely to be held back by fears of failure or inadequacy. Instead of letting these fears dictate your actions, you're driven by the hope and promise of a better future. This positive outlook helps you take bold steps toward your goals and embrace opportunities with enthusiasm. Another important aspect of this belief is the impact it can have on your relationships and interactions with others. When you approach life with the mindset that the best is yet to come, you exude positivity and optimism, which can inspire and uplift those around you. This energy can attract like-minded individuals and create a supportive environment where everyone is motivated to pursue their dreams and aspirations. Finally, embracing the idea that the best is yet to come involves a commitment to personal growth and self-improvement. It's about continually striving to be better, to learn more, and to grow as a person. This commitment ensures that you are always evolving and reaching for new heights, making the journey toward your best self a dynamic and fulfilling experience. In essence, believing that the best is yet to come is about maintaining hope, optimism, and a proactive attitude toward the future. It's about recognizing that your current circumstances are not the end of your journey, but rather a starting point for even greater achievements and experiences. This belief fuels your motivation, resilience, and enthusiasm for life, allowing you to navigate challenges with confidence and to embrace the future with excitement and anticipation. In closing, remember that the belief that the best is yet to come isn't just about waiting for a brighter future. It's about actively shaping that future with every choice you make and every step you take. Embrace the journey with hope, knowing that each day brings new opportunities and possibilities. Let this belief fuel your passion, guide your actions, and inspire you to keep moving forward with unwavering confidence. Your greatest achievements, your most fulfilling experiences, and your most profound growth are all waiting for you just around the corner. So keep your eyes on the horizon, hold on to your vision, and trust that the best is indeed yet to come. The future holds endless potential, and you have the power to make it extraordinary. Let this belief be the driving force that propels you toward a life filled with promise, joy, and unparalleled success.